All right, now we need to make a piece of duct to connect these two. So there's a couple ways you can measure this. I call this raw. So you can go raw to raw, which is 10.5, and then add 2 inches, because remember our duct's gonna slide in there, so that's 12.5. Or you can go from drive ear to drive ear and measure, which is 12.5. So there's 2 ways to do it. So we know we're gonna have to cut a piece of 12.5 inch 24x8 duct to fit it in here. And this is another reason why the canvas connector will help us. 2 reasons, vibration isolation, and now if you were to have 2 rigid pieces of duct and not enough room to slide the new duct in, it's gonna be difficult. But being that we have a canvas connector, we can move it up and then the new piece can come in. All right, we have our 24x8 piece of duct. This is store-bought. We need to make it 12.5 inches. So I'm gonna make a mark here, a mark here, use some sort of straight edge, and then I'm gonna go ahead and continue that line down a little bit. Now, if you come around here, you'll see that this has a pre-made drive ear. So if you measure to here, it's 12 inches. So again, this is 12.5, this is 12. So you would come down here and measure 12 and then continue the line. All right, let's cut it out. I like to start on the snap lock side. I don't know why, I just do. I find that offset snips work the best for this. Now, I know it's very tempting to just cut off of this piece, but we're gonna cut our other 12.5 off the next section. So one of the things I like to say is that a tape measure is slow. So it's important that we make good measurements, but it's not the end of the world if we're 1/8 of an inch or so off. One way you can do that is just line this up, make sure it's lined up. And then when I cut it, I'll cut on this side of it. Because this was pre-made, we already have a drive ear and it's notched, but we're gonna have to do that on the new piece. So I like to start at about somewhere between 1/2 inch and 3/4. Again, somewhere between 1/2 inch and 3/4. Same thing here. So this is has a snap lock that this will wind up going into. So when you do this, you don't want to fully insert your snips, because this takes quite a bit of force to cut through. So you want to, if you do that, you'll just cut through and you'll have this huge notch, which will be an air sealing issue. So I just want to kind of use the front part of my snips, cut through it. All right, we'll do that on both pieces. Now it's time to bang it together. This is a little tricky because this is already done. So what you want to do is line up this side, because they're going to be the same distance. So you just kind of get it started, make sure it's lined up, a little off. That's pretty good. We're good with that. Down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this for 2 reasons. One, for air sealing, and also to prevent it from moving. Some people run a screw in it. You can do that also. You're going to want to make sure that this is as straight as possible. It helps you out. Typically I move right from left, so this is throwing me off a little bit. All right, get it lined up. All right, nice and lined up. Cool. Get some tape. Now you want to make sure you leave yourself room for your drive ears, or this tape can kind of get in the way. All right, now we just need to fold ears. ready to install. Let's get rid of the sticker. Let's get these S-slips on there. So whenever you're doing something like this, gravity is your friend. I would do the bottom one first. Really wish that caulk was dry. Now you can see how having a canvas connector is nice because of its flexibility. So you want the canvas connector relatively tight. So in this case, this is 6 inches from edge to edge. All right, there you go. Ready to air seal and insulate.